All right, so we're doing an instructional think aloud with a summer of storms and smog is coming. So first of all, we're going to start with the first section. We're going to break it down by cause and effect, and then we're going to add some pictures in there. So air pollution is the sixth biggest killer worldwide, more than alcohol use, kidney failure, or too much salt. This is because, as we all know, the burning of fossil fuels, which generates soot and other airborne particles that hang in the atmosphere. So the big thing here is it's the sixth largest killer. That's huge if you think about it. Like, it's an epidemic. So that's just the opening statement. In a new example of the vicious cycle spun up by climate change, research from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology suggests that for some time that pollution is lingering longer over cities and summer storms are becoming more powerful. So an effect of air pollution is stronger storms, and more powerful. When it comes to the global warming crisis, rising seas and catastrophic flooding, devastating heat waves, and unprecedented hurricanes get all the press. A new study reveals how even the more mundane aspects of weather are being affected by man-made damage in ways likely to become, if they haven't already, damaging to property and people. So what this is really highlighting is the fact that it's not only that we're getting more storms, but we're getting more mundane changes in weather. And what mundane really means is the everyday weather. The everyday weather is changing, as well as more powerful storms, as like we described earlier. You can connect observations that people are making on short timescales about weather phenomenon to changes in the mean state of the climate. So let's just stop there and break that down. What that means is changes are noticeable in the short and long-term cycles. So short and long-term. What I think that means is, so over time and each season, we're still experiencing extremes in each season, but overall, the climate is changing, and the mundane changes are what these short, that's what they're referring to as short changes. In plainer speech, it's climate change and its fingerprint on weather events. The problem has to do with how the atmosphere's changing heat structure is directly related to global warming, drives massive weather systems in regions where most people live. High in the atmosphere, these exotropical cyclones. So this is a new term. Get rid of this. Are powered by a mix of warm and cool air and are the force behind blizzards, nor'easters, and everyday thunderstorms. In cities, their winds typically blow away air pollution after a few smog-filled summer days. In the south, they keep powerful storms moving along, but that's been changing. So first of all, let's break down what exotropical cyclones mean. They say it's a mix of warm and cool air, so I like to think about it like this. What really affects storms and makes them more powerful is when you get blasts of warm mixed with cold, and it creates a lot of energy. And you get blizzards, thunderstorms, hurricanes, But then they also said winds typically blow away smog, but that isn't happening, which creates this system where the smog sticks around, and the cities aren't ventilating properly in the summertime. So we see this extra smog create rising temperatures in cities. That's this